finally that time of year. It's spring and everyone knows that once the flowers begin to bloom, the property market booms. Once the weather gets a little bit warmer, homeowners always feel like it's the right time to show off their properties. And you'll also find that buyers come from everywhere as well, because everyone wants to buy before the end of the year. So whether you're a prospective vendor or someone looking to buy soon, spring's an exciting time for real estate, so I thought I should just give you some spring tips when it comes to buying or selling a home. First off, for homeowners, if you have chosen this time to sell, you are definitely in luck. If you follow your agent's advice and market your property well, you should have an abundance of buyers through your open homes. If you've chosen spring to sell, you're like so many others. Something that you have to keep in the back of your mind is the fact that there are a lot more houses on the market, so you do have a lot more competition at this time. As always, there is a simple solution, and in this case, it's simply that presentation is key. In one of my earlier videos, I mentioned about how we should present property for photos, and the same goes when you present the property for open for inspections as well. Basically what I say to my clients is you want to have your home pretty much the exact way you'll have it if you were going to have friends over for lunch or for a barbecue. Basically you want it to be a comfortable temperature, you want everything open, a lot of air coming through the property, nice smells, beautiful lighting, everything you can do to show off how beautiful your property is. Another thing you can do to make your property stand out from the rest is invest a little bit of money into certain types of marketing to make your property stand out from everyone else. When it's spring, you'll notice that every second street that you drive into, there'll be a for sale board. And if you've invested in one of those big photo boards, you're immediately going to stand out from the rest. You immediately show off your property to buyers, you give them a little sneak peek from the pictures on the board and make them that much more interested to come to the open for inspection. One of the main things I also suggest to my vendors in a time like this as well is it's probably the best time to invest in professional brochures. Every agency is different, but here at Grants we have two types of brochures that vendors can choose from. This one here is our standard brochure. You'll find these at the majority of open homes you go to. It has all the information you need on it. They do the job. However, professional brochures are a bit thicker, they have a lot more information, bigger pictures of the property, and it's pretty much guaranteed that this is going to stand out from a bunch of these when the buyer gets home at the end of the day. Alright, so we've covered a bit of what it's like to be a homeowner selling in spring, so now we'll go to people who are looking to buy in spring as well. Immediately it will become clear to you just how many houses there are on the market, and that means there is so much more for you to choose from as well. More houses to choose from is obviously great, but however, I can guarantee you will find yourself in a dilemma that you'll have a couple of houses you're interested in, maybe with different agencies, and you'll find that when it has the open for inspection time on the weekend, a couple of them are going to overlap. We understand that this is an annoying occurrence, but it's very, very common. Us agents know how frustrating it is for buyers when you want to look at two properties that have the same open time. Only suggestion I can give you is just make sure you prioritize your properties as much as you can. Make sure you know the properties that are at the top of your list. These are the properties that you go to first. If you do miss an open for inspection for a property, definitely contact the agent and let them know that you still have interest in the property. That way, if there is a chance for you to inspect the property during the week, the agent will definitely let you know. You must keep in the back of your mind that the people who did go through that open on the weekend do have priority, and they're probably going to have a chance to put an offer in before you've had a chance to see the property. If you feel confident enough that you can make it to 2 open for inspections in the half-an-hour window that we allow, definitely try it, but you also have to keep in the back of your mind that those times are set for a reason. If a property's open time is from 1 to 1:30 and you arrive at the property at 1:30 on the dot, don't be surprised if the agent apologizes to you and says that they can't let you through. The only reason we don't let you through is that 99% of the time is we have an open at 2 to 2:30 that we have to get to, and if we let you through this, we're only going to be late and annoy everyone else at that open as well. The same way how I mentioned before that vendors have more competition in spring, unfortunately the same goes for buyers as well. There is a very good chance that once you've been through a couple of properties and found one that you really like, that there are a number of groups as well that have decided they also like the property. Both with auctions and private sales, in these scenarios you will find yourself competing with other buyers, so it's extremely important that you listen to the advice that the real estate agent's giving you in regards to the property, because they're going to try to guide you as much as they can throughout the offering process. If you've been to a property over the weekend and you have got further interest in purchasing the property, my main bit of advice is to contact the relevant agent as soon as you can. Some people feel like they should wait until Monday, but sometimes that can be a little bit too late. Definitely try to give the agent a call. If we don't answer, it's probably because we're in another open for inspection. Leave us a voicemail, we'll definitely get back to you. Here at Grants, we've recently had an open for inspection where we had around 70 groups come through the half-an-hour open period. We definitely needed the buyers to let us know if they were interested so we could prioritize them above the rest, and we try to give them every opportunity we could so they can put in an offer as soon as they wanted. So there you have it. Those are just a few things to keep in the back of your mind if you're deciding to buy a house during spring or deciding to put your house on the market in this time as well. As always, if you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call or leave us a message on our Facebook page. We'll be definitely more than happy to help. We hope to see you at one of our open for inspections over the spring period. Thank you so much once again for watching, and we'll speak to you soon.